As of October 2025, some of the hostages taken by Hamas on October 7th have tragically been confirmed dead. But where are their remains and what has been done? Hamas has handed over several coffins to Israel containing the bodies of hostages. These transfers were coordinated by the Red Cross, and the remains are now being identified and returned to families for burial. But many more hostages remain unaccounted for. Some are believed to be buried under the rubble of destroyed buildings in Gaza, making recovery extremely difficult. Others were discovered in underground tunnels where Hamas had been hiding both captives and fighters. These searches are dangerous and slow. There have also been confirmed cases of hostages killed by Hamas execution and others killed by Israeli friendly fire during chaotic moments of the war. According to the Red Cross, the process of returning bodies from Gaza will take time. The destruction, the danger of collapsed tunnels, and ongoing tensions make it one of the hardest missions of the conflict. In short, while some families have been able to recover their loved ones, many others are still waiting for answers. The fate of the remaining hostages, both living and dead, remains one of the most painful questions of the war. As of October 2025, Israel and Hamas are observing a fragile ceasefire. All 20 surviving hostages have been freed, while the remains of at least 8 others have been returned to Israel through the Red Cross. But disputes over the pace of these returns have led Israel to restrict humanitarian aid and keep the Rafah border crossing closed, worsening conditions for civilians in Gaza. Meanwhile, the Sharm el-Sheikh Peace Summit has outlined a roadmap for Gaza's future, including troop withdrawals, prisoner exchanges, and reconstruction. Yet with Hamas and Israel absent from the talks, progress remains uncertain. Inside Gaza, Hamas has redeployed fighters and is clashing with rival groups like the Dogmush clan, raising fears of renewed instability. For now, the guns have largely fallen silent, but the situation is precarious. Families continue to mourn, hostages remain unaccounted for, and both sides are bracing for what comes next. The question of who is to blame for the missing or unrecovered hostage remains is deeply contested. Hamas bears primary responsibility. They abducted the hostages, and many died in captivity or remain hidden in tunnels and rubble. Israel, too, carries some responsibility, with confirmed cases of hostages killed by friendly fire during military operations. And beyond blame, the sheer destruction of Gaza, collapsed buildings, buried tunnels, and chaos of war has made recovery nearly impossible. In truth, the tragedy lies with all sides, and families continue to wait for closure.